what time it is. I'm here.
I think the first line of the recording is no matter what time it is.
No matter what time it is.
I'm here. We're trapped infinitely in a void of
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's my favorite kink.
In a void of
Are we going here?
Oh, yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. Oh.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there.
That's the intro. Let's go! Woo!
Welcome to Dice, Quests, and Chaos, a podcast where 4 to 5 crazy human beings play even crazier characters in an even crazier world. Whoa! My name is Scott Salem, and to my right, I have...
Oh, fuck, that's me.
I'm a Caine Harrison.
Oh no!
And I'm playing Strataru Melhi.
So out of order, what will we ever do?
I'm the chaos.
Immediately just fucking...
Okay, so Caine's
Ramp it up.
taking chaos.
Yes.
Taking chaos, so we need quests and dice.
Just yeet it at the camera.
Sir? No.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
You completely fucked me up.
Candace ruined all of this. Anyway, to my right,
I'm Garrison. I'm playing fucking Seren Darkmore.
spooky. I would say to his left, but we already met him. So to Candace's left.
To my Lizdexic left.
Liz Desic left.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Crowe. I play Kibitsuji. Goddamn.
Oh no!
Speaking of
Oh no! It's begun. Choosing a difficult name.
I'm playing Kib.
Kibitsuji.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we go ahead and describe our character?
We will do that in our when we get going.
All right.
Get going here. And like I said, I'm Scott Salem, and I'm playing everybody that they're not playing.
Woo!
Ooh.
Cue the intro. Thanks, intro.
DQC.
It's just like a fucking like a subway announcement where it's
The campaign is going to start in 5 minutes.
I'm trying to think of a
Fucking
game
amazing.
where there's a game where it fucking does that like throughout the entire game. You have to fucking
Stanley Parable. Continue.
Ooh. Anyway, you are all in my world now, taking over for a little while and running something a little different. I hope you all will enjoy it. But let's just dive right in. Woo! We zoom out to the nation continent of Panathium, a large mass of land, lakes, islands, once split into 10 separate countries, are now unified under the watchful eyes and powerful magic of the Arcanist Conclave, a council of magicians of the utmost power, each helmed by a sage in one of each of the schools of magic. These sages prevented a continent-wide war and have maintained peace in the land for the past millennia. Every 100 years, to celebrate that peace, the capital of this nation continent, Apexia, hosts a week-long festival. These festivals are always attended by pretty much everybody on the continent, and are known for always leaving their guests with more than they entered with. You never lose anything going to these festivals. It's almost always gain.
Okay, sorry. I had a dumb joke. Continue.
Uh-oh. Skipping through. We're on the precipice of the Millennium Festival, marking 1,000 years of relative peace and prosperity throughout the nation continent. And this year's theme has been said to be all out. They've chosen the theme of the Blood War, the unending battle between the denizens of hell and the demons of the abyss. The festival is rumored to be wilder and crazier than ever, to offer more boons and more potential gifts than ever before. And because of this, it's drawn people from all corners of the nation continent to Apexia so that they can hopefully share in some of that glory. This is where we find our three heroes of the...
I was like, who's the bad guy?
I know.
I was like, okay, whoa,
Who
whoa.
is it? It's me. I'm the...
Oh God.
A peaceful day. Crowded streets as our heroes near Apexia. You're 10, 15 miles out from the city, and you're already running into caravans of people who have set up. And as you get closer to Apexia, the festival has not started yet. It only gets denser as people have been sitting out for months. Some people camping or finding rooms at the inns in order to be the first to enter this festival, Millennia. I would like all three of you to roll initiative.
Fuck!
What do we get?
They're broken.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Damn it, Crowe.
Seren, what did you get?
I got an 11.
11. Strataru,
I rolled a 2.
I got a 12.
Broken.
12. And then Kib.
I rolled a 1 for 5.
Cool. All right. So zoom in on Strataru.
Oh no. I'm on edge.
We see a ragtag group, a large thrycreen, human woman, right? Human-looking woman. And then, Garrison, remind me. Oh yes, our strong Kalashtar, walking, heading towards this festival, this street. Strataru, what are you thinking about as you're heading towards this festival?
When's the last time? Just for my
Yeah.
When's the last time I loaded up?
Roll a d4 for me.
3.
You have 3 days. So,
Okay.
Yes, yesterday would have been the last time you
Okay, cool.
loaded up.
Cool.
This is day 1 of your 3.
Cool. So I'm on edge. I'm constantly fiddling with this. It's not a yo-yo, but it's very similar. But it's basically this string, and I have this little block that I bounce between the two.
Okay, so it's also not like one of those.
No.
Well, I can't remember what they're called.
They've
got the 2 sticks and the
the
string in it, and
yeah,
you
the
like throw it up in
cone,
the
yeah.
air and catch it.
No,
I don't remember what it's called.
It's like a simplified version of that, so you
Okay.
can't fuck it up. It just doesn't leave the string.
Is it like a fidget
Yeah,
toy,
it's
basically?
basically.
Okay.
She's like on edge, and she wouldn't be leading the group. Should I describe what she looks
Yes,
like?
please.
All right. I know what she looks like. I swear. So she stands about 5'9", about 160. She looks like she has lots of years of experience, but is not necessarily like old. She has platinum white hair with red streaks streaking from the bottom. So it's kind of like her hair got dipped in blood, and some of the blood just like
Like
reached.
an ombre.
Yeah.
Like, nice.
And it like reached towards like the top of the scalp. She has ashy white skin with these black and red tattoos that kind of like coalesce around her, almost looking like chains, kind of. Almost like they're burned into her skin. And she has like black. She has completely like blacked out eyes, but it looks like she has cataracts. Thank you, Scott,
Yes.
for giving me that as like the cloudy, like milky, like lens over the top. She's you can see on her person she has a crossbow and a morning star and a sickle. She's wearing leather armor, and everything else is kind of like in her pack, and that's all you can see. And she's kind of like just fidgeting and kind of like trying to keep to herself, and she's very concerned about the amount of people. She's not like super like antisocial, but she's definitely put off by the amount of people and how kind of claustrophobic it is.
Mm-hmm. You get a sense occasionally as you're walking through these crowds of people, a pull towards a person from sword on your hilt will occasionally draw your attention to specific people. And an elderly grandmother with her family helping to make some bread for the start of the day. A child that has for a moment wandered off away from his or her parents. And you just get those little impulses as you're walking through. They're coming more frequently because there are so many people in this area.
Yeah, you just notice her like from time to time she'll just get really aggressive with the fidget toy. But yeah, she'll kind of like keep her head down and try and mask that as best as she can.
Make a perception check for me.
Perception? I hardly know. Oh, that's fucking average as shit. 11.
11. You're walking, you're playing with this fidget toy. You're not necessarily paying too much attention to your surroundings. You're kind of in your periphery following your friends in this moment. And as you're walking, you feel a little bump. And you look down and there's a little girl standing there and goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What are you playing with?"
Strataru's face will darken a little bit as her head shifts down, her chin goes down, and she makes very aggressive eye contact with the child, and she goes, "The strings of fate."
Make an intimidation check for me.
Jesus Christ.
17.
Oh, God!
This is 17 plus intimidation. Plus 7, so 24.
She backs away slowly from you.
Can I, as she's backing away, I put away the toy and look like I'm grabbing something, but I'm actually...
She screams the second it looks
I am
like
checking to make sure she did not pick my pockets.
Yeah, no, she screams. The second you look like you're gonna go grab for anything, you hear this scream, and she runs back into the crowd, hugging a woman you can see about 50 feet away.
I specifically tried to whisper that. I didn't say that, but I tried to be like quiet about it.
Yeah, no, she's the only one who heard Threads of Fate, but she screamed and ran back to her mother, catching the attention of our second companion, Seren Darkmore. Seren, you're walking through this festival, and all of a sudden a small girl screams after having a run-in with Strataru and runs back to her family.
The second she screams, Seren whips around, flipping his purple cloak out of the way and hand on his rapier immediately.
The crowd at that scream falls silent. And everyone turns to look at your group as this commotion has been caused. Strataru, what were you reaching for in your bag or anything, or just making it look like you were reaching for something?
I was literally just checking my pockets.
Oh, got
but
it.
I did it in a way that made it look like I went... Yeah, I literally went to look inside of like... so I have leather armor on, but I have like a little bit of an overcoat. What's the temperature like here? Is it tropic or is it like temperate?
No, right now it's like a temperate, like 68 and sunny.
Cool.
It's beautiful.
So she has like a little bit of an overcoat, and she went to reach in just to check her pockets. But because of her previous demeanor, it would have, But she was just checking her pockets. But her hand is near her hilt.
Okay. So the two of you, potentially both with hands on weapons, the crowd turns to look at you and falls silent. What do you do in this moment?
He just sits there and he just waits. And you can see, it almost looks in his eyes like he's begging someone to step up.
The mother of the young girl walks forward, approaches you and goes, I'm sorry. Can I help the two of you? Are you threatening my daughter?
No, why would you think this?
Well, she told me that you had told her you were going to mess with her fate, or I don't know, something to do with.
That's some childish slang that I'm not used to.
And you with your handsy with your weapon?
This.
What? We're all here to enjoy the festival. I don't understand. We're causing trouble already? Is there something we need to get authorities involved with? Or?
Not necessarily.
Seren doesn't even say where he gives the biggest fucking eye roll and walks the fuck away.
And looks over to Kib for a second. Or is Kib there? Sorry.
Kibit's here with you. You guys have been traveling together for probably about a month and a half at this point, where you've known each other and are kind of have become at least somewhat close.
Got it.
Close enough to go to the festival as a group together.
Garrison, did you want to describe your character first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
So, Seren he's about 6 foot tall, looks to be about middle age, clean hair. He's got a big purple cloak that goes over his armor, which is underneath, which is also tinted purple. He's got a ton of different pouches and stuff all underneath the cloak that look like they've got everything that you could possibly need for a fight.
Wait, is it like Batman's utility?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's got every little tool, gadget thing.
Oil slick.
But the only actual weapons that he carries on him is a single rapier that he keeps on his left hip, and then a pair of brass knuckles that are very, very worn that he keeps on the back of his belt.
Also, if you can make a deception check. Please and thank you.
That's another 17.
Hey!
Plus stuff.
This is just to cover your... What is she talking about? I don't know what that childish euphemism is.
Plus 7, so
24? Okay. You turn to Kib.
I just kind of glance towards Kib for a second to see what he's doing, and I will sink my my gaze back to her, and I will say, I apologize. I am not used to living beings, so I maybe have come off incorrectly. I apologize. I in no way meant to intimidate or scare your child.
Mother keeps eye contact with you for a moment. Takes a deep breath. Look, I understand this festival draws all sorts of
Those kinds of people?
beings
Mm-hmm.
from all over the plains, and some are more powerful than others. My daughter was obviously put off by that, and
It's fine, I have that effect. And she reaches for the fidget toy, grabs it, and goes to hand it to the mother.
oh, what is?
This was the toy that she saw me
Oh,
using and was curious about it, and it's called the Threads of Fate. I think she misunderstood.
she picks it up and just starts fidgeting with it because it's pretty easy, right? Yeah, starts fidgeting with it. She goes, oh.
I think this was all a misunderstanding.
I see. Yes. Okay. Well. All right. Well, I'm so sorry for the trouble.
It's okay.
I'm sure you're welcome to keep this if you.
I can make another one.
Oh, okay.
Have a great festival.
Thank
and
you.
Apologies to your child.
Of course. Thank you. I'll let her know. Screaming isn't the way that we deal with our feelings when we're.
Hey, it happens.
Yes. Thank you. And she walks back away and. Tries handing, you can, if you're following, tries handing this to her child who was very much not wanting to take it at all. Watching this whole scene unfold, we have Kibitsuji. Kib, what are you doing in this moment? What are you thinking about as we're nearing this festival?
As As
hold
she
on.
looked over towards me,
People start up again.
Okay, cool.
you kind of see this 6'4", 275 Thrycreen just fiddling with his lute as this event was going on, and then he continued to still play throughout. And then you see this. He looks like he could be 27, but at the same time, he's a Thrycreen age. Doesn't really show. He's very. He looks like he's built seriously buff, but like underneath is just it's just a carapace. It's very dark gray and black spots everywhere with a cool undertone to it, and he's wearing just a regular backpack and a little chest on his side, and it has his two little arms are the ones that are playing the lute, and then next to him you see a skull floating that seems to be the one that would be speaking, as you see that Kib doesn't have an actual mouth. It's just these little manacles that you just hear clacking, and then the next thing you hear is like from the skull floating. What was that exactly?
So just to give a little I have a specific feature for my background called Heart of Darkness, and so you guys
You're also a haunted one.
yeah. Oh, you.
You two can't stop doing the same fucking thing!
We had to change some character stuff up ahead of time because some people wanted to play the same types of characters.
And they did it again on accident!
Right.
Yeah,
this is
so-
all not
so-
talked about between the two of them.
So those who look into your eyes can
It
see
makes
you have
sense.
faced unimaginable horror, and you're no stranger to darkness. So I just want you guys would know that she has very weird tendencies in general, but she also is blunt when it comes to a lot of that situation was a misunderstanding, but she's not great. Anyway,
So you two look at each other with your haunted eyes.
roll for trauma.
Who's more
17 again.
15.
I have more trauma. Yeah, but no. I'm gonna.
Seren is so sick of this shit at this point. Oh my god. He's been dealing with it. You said a month and a half?
Oh yeah.
Oh my fucking god, the fact that you two are alive. And he is so sick of it.
Well, not only that, but if you guys go to a tavern, so often or not, they just give them the puppy dog. We've been through so much eyes that it just gets you things. People just are you can.
That probably
you can
irks
stay for a
him.
night.
That probably irks him even more because he's just what?
What probably irks him the most is the fact that nobody wants to fight us because we look like we've been through hell and back.
No. Well, yeah.
He's at least 50 yards ahead of them at this point.
Great.
As Kib says that, Strataru looks and goes, I may have misspoken and my inhibitions got the best of me.
Oh. That's all Kib wanted to do.
Oh, right. Seren has seemed to.
You just see a purple cloak.
We will lose him. I start moving my way there.
You guys keep walking. You walk probably another 15-20 minutes, and you can start to see. As you clear kind of the crest of this really tall hill, the city of Apexia before you, a nation, a city of glass buildings and arcane magic with a spire that's about 400 feet tall. It looks like it shouldn't be self-supporting because it's so thin and tall. But this is the center of magic for the entire nation continent of Panathium. And as you arrive, you can't help but just take in the splendor. I mean, buildings that float through the sky as you go, modes of transportation that weave in and out, like through buildings. Like portal will open up in the side of a building and it like goes through and like out the other side. Basically, so if you have a day at work, you get dropped off at your office building inside, and then like go through. Especially if you work on the sky towers. But you can feel that everyone is buzzed for this. No one knows exactly what is meant by we're having a theme of the Blood War. It hasn't been explained. A lot of what this festival has been kept a mystery from everyone outside of this city. And as you're walking, you hear in the distance trumpets, and you see caravans of people riding on elephants, like coming to the festival. You hear in the distance you see people flying in on giant rocks and landing. I mean, this festival attracts everybody, no matter how rich or powerful or poor, here. And as you kind of find a spot to at least settle down for a moment, you get a moment's reprieve. Seren, how are you feeling about the festival? Why are you here? Why are you coming to the...
Waiting for somebody to fucking pick a fight. And he's just
Lots of people.
You can see him like just constantly assessing, looking for situations of tension. He's just always looking.
As I noticed this as commonplace, if it's okay.
Yes.
I'm going to kind of like nudge Kib to like kind of start playing some music.
Kib says yes.
Is it going along with the trumpets?
Yeah.
Are the trumpets still going?
They're fading as you bring it up.
Perfect. Oh, but that's drawing attention. I immediately shrink after doing that.
Kib kind of just takes the lead, and he just continues to...
Make a performance check for me, kid.
I think he's a kid. I was like, I
Kid.
love that.
Yeah, come on, kid.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
For a
The
total
first.
of 26.
26. You begin playing. People around you start taking notice of this music. It is perfectly aligned with the fading of the trumpet fanfare, and you bring it back in, and it's like you've brought that majesty to the area that you were sitting in. You've taken this feeling of everybody here is really important, and you've given that to the crowds of people who are listening to you. And people within a 30-foot like area around you start getting up and like dancing and moving with the music, coming over to like drop a silver piece.
So at this point, whenever people like are starting to like flip Kib a coin, you see the skull just like kind of like floating around, and he will start to like kind of start singing like some just simple words. And it was like gather around for this Blood War festival.
People love it because it's coming out of this people think you must work for the festival,
right,
to come out here with this singing skull. People love it.
The skull will then like flip open his chest for like if people do want to tip Kib, they can just flip it in there.
He just unhinges his jaw.
Tip the Kib.
You just like throw the coins in, and you hear it every time that it like eats one, like a piggy bank, basically.
Then Kib himself will like start to like bow towards him, like as in thanks. But then all you hear is.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Seren's face is actively like. Seren wants to walk away.
Nobody looks like they're in the mood to fight here, Seren. Everyone has been
You can see that
jovialized
everything in his brain is saying walk away, but he's not.
He's too entranced with my music.
I mean, look, his music is good. That's why you've kept him in the party and following around. He's performing incredibly.
But like, it's also getting yelled at. It's not by anybody that can be heard.
some people come up and try to get you too involved in the dancing if you're not up and dancing. So, your friend? Is this your friend?
I just look at him. I nod.
You are so good, man.
Kim says thanks.
What is that? What is that? That's amazing. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like that before in my whole life.
Sorry, I'm looking at my spells right now. I'll start throwing some I'll start throwing some prestidigitations out, and I'll just make sparks just flicker.
Ah!
Whenever he does that,
She.
Sorry, I might
Get used to it.
You're gonna start taking a D4 psychic damage every time we.
Whenever she does that, you can kind of see. So Thrycreans have a racial feature that says accumulating carcass. So, in the back of him, his skin will just start changing colors to his to her. Little fireworks behind me.
Oh, whoa! What is this? Your friends are so cool, man. Well, can you do anything?
He pulls out the rapier and stabs. I am looking at.
Go do something. You'll work for the festival, right?
Can I have a conversation with somebody in my head really quick? Because that's what's happening.
Sure.
He just goes, Prism, I'm going to kill him.
Why?
Because he's annoying me. He's getting in my face. He's too close to me.
Look, you can't kill everybody who's. I know that's what you want to do.
That is exactly what I want to do.
That's what you want to do, but you can't just go around killing everybody. It's a festival. You came here for the festival. The festival. The festival.
He's going to try and do a flourish with his rapier.
Whenever he does this, Kim's going to cast Dancing Lights.
Okay. Give me another performance check.
I'm also going to use the maneuver commanding presence to add my superiority die.
Okay. What is the intention? You're just trying to get people away from you?
It's attempting to clear a space while not looking like he's trying to hurt somebody.
You're not looking like you're trying to hurt somebody.
No,
okay.
but he's trying to definitely make people clear away from him.
Give me a little performance check as well.
Kim is trying to make it look like he's
Yes.
on the show.
I know. Yeah, I know what.
It's 17.
Okay.
22.
22. You go to do this flourish. What does that look like? Is your
It's kind of just like a bunch of. Think of some of the spins and stuff they did during the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Sure,
like that.
Just a lot of those, just a big whirling. And as you do, the second you pull your rapier from its scabbard and whirling, motes of light come and follow your sword. He goes, "You have a light sword! That's amazing! Oh my gosh! Everybody come look at the light sword guy! Incredible! Oh, this is the best start to a festival I've ever been to. This is the first festival I've ever been to." No. Yeah. What was that?
I rolled another 17, plus 1, I believe, for stealth. I'm gonna try and slink away because I just do not want to be around. I'm sorry. I don't want to harsh everyone's mellow.
Where are you going, friend? I got a nat 20 on a perception check.
She's. Oh, this is gonna be funny.
Where'd you get your ink? I've always wanted a sleeve.
Whenever he says that, her head literally twitches, like a horror movie, just snaps, and she's going to. She is going to. Is it okay? Sorry, it says touch. I just want to make sure. She's going to point up to her sleeve and then touch him on the nose and cast light on his nose.
Okay.
And then she's gonna walk away.
That's right. Somebody!
Seren follows.
Somebody do this! Where do you go? Where'd he go?
Seren sees an opportunity to get the fuck away and is gone.
I don't know how to leave this conversation. He's like a good guy.
Yeah, people in the crowd start laughing when you do that and touch his nose because it's not harmful magic.
Yeah.
And they know it'll go away in a little bit, and it's daytime, so how bright can it really be?
True. Sorry. So basically, sorry to cast that. She druid crafts like this little patch of moss, and then just kind of boop. So like there's a little piece of moss on his nose that sticks there.
You mossed me. I got mossed. It's right.
Is his name Randy?
Clever. What?
What?
How'd you know my name? Who told you? You must work for the festival. I'm gonna go tell all my friends to come over here and hang out with you guys.
And Seren is walking as far away.
He leaves, stumbling a little bit over people as the light from the moss in his nose.
I almost cast Expeditious Retreat. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I get the fuck out.
The day continues pretty much in that fashion.
It's just a constant back and forth of Kib starts trying to play and get an audience, and then we're all like, get the fuck away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Anytime you guys don't want to attract attention, Kib sits down, starts playing music, it automatically attracts some attention.
And we have a posse that's trying to figure out where, it's like a flash mob, we're trying to figure out where we show up next.
Well, and you guys have heard, as the day goes on, from multiple people, that people think you are somehow connected to the festival. So some people think staying in close proximity to you means more good things for them later on down the line.
Every time, at first I was very excited to invite Kib to get on the tomfoolery, and now every time Kib starts up, I just like give him a glare.
I was gonna say that, the last time that Kib starts up before whatever happens next happens, Seren just walks in front of him.
Kib wants to know what you want.
Stop.
Kib wants to know why stop.
Because it keeps attracting attention.
But this is Kib's most desirable thing he wants to do. He wants to spread his music.
Okay, he's had enough for one day.
I'm gonna find that group somewhere. I know they're around here.
He's following us because of you.
Kib wants money. Kib attracts.
I will get you money.
Kib holds out his bigger left arm.
I don't have it now. How much money do I have?
Well, you've got quite a career built up for yourself. Roll a d20.
That's just shit. 4.
Oh, only 400.
Okay. He puts 30 gold in your fucking hand.
Takes it, put it in the little chest.
Don't you do it.
I am noticing, as they're passing around 30 gold casually,
Yeah.
I'm looking around at who's watching us, because I know we have had people watching us.
You see a few people are like, they have money. Oh, okay. So maybe they are with the, it only reconfirms suspicions that you guys are with the festival in some way, shape, or form.
Not the reaction that I wanted. I want someone to try and pickpocket me!
I'm moving my purse to my front. It's a fanny pack.
How much gold do you have? Roll a d20.
I was like, I'm a
I
10.
hate you.
11.
Well, boy, multiply that times 10. What does that get you?
I have 11 gold.
Yep. How you doing, Kim? You got at least 30 gold pieces.
And I rolled a 3.
All right, well, there's, you know what? 330 gold pieces. Y'all have been performing and keeping money. A lot of the time you don't have to spend money on meals and food because you go in with your sad, haunted eyes and just get the thing.
Can I have some more?
Right. It's of course you can have seconds, my sweet girl. And
Oliver, but yeah.
so you've been able to
Can I have some more, please?
Can I have some more?
please,
Okay, well, I was thinking...
Can I have seconds?
Okay, I was thinking the other thing!
Christmas Carol. Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim.
He did.
Anyway.
No, Scrooge saved him and got socialized medicine for the entire community.
That's just because he jumped into another multiverse, and we're not going into that.
Oh,
God.
Right. All right, that's the real MCU.
Oh, God.
It's the fucking Christmas episode.
Yes. The Marvel Christmas universe. You guys, spend the day traveling to and fro, avoiding crowds, gathering crowds, avoiding crowds, gathering crowds. And the day goes by otherwise relatively uneventfully. It's a nice day. The weather is beautiful. Let me turn off your music. You playing. Yeah. And as you settle in for the night, how do you guys settle in? You see people just putting bedrolls on the ground and just like sleeping out under the stars. Some people have these, you see massive tents put out too. People who have brought caravans of people have basically like circus tents.
Got it.
Like set up for their battalion. So however it is you all think that you would kind of sleep.
I think we'll probably meet up and talk about it because I feel like anyway. So what are we feeling for harming ourselves?
Kib would also like to know how we're going to sleep for the night.
Okay, I'm glad we all had this cohesive thought, Seren. I hate to put you out. I'm sorry.
Kib was thinking we should probably find a room, maybe.
If there are any.
Yeah.
And the rates are probably exorbitant.
Facts.
I'm looking for a roof.
Make a perception check for me. Make a perception check as well, Seren. 6.
17.
It doesn't take a lot to look out and see that as you look towards the city, it is a sea of people for hundreds and hundreds of feet back. A mile back is just a sea of people who have not been allowed into Apexia because the festival hasn't started yet. So finding a constructed roof over your head for the night is going to practically be impossible. They would have been booked up months in advance for people who have been like.
I was looking for a rooftop. I don't need to have a room.
Okay,
I just want to be on the top of it.
You see some makeshift buildings have been constructed in the crowds that look to be like high quality like buildings. People had like put them up, used magic of some kind to like meld all the pieces together, have actual like shacks built that would be able to support your weights, like being on a roof.
Yeah, Saren's gonna get on a roof.
Okay, cool. Seren hops up on the roof of someone's shack. How about Strataru and Kib?
Kib thinks we should probably set up a tent, if that works for you.
I don't see why not. Sure.
Cool. Seren!
In your head, what?
I don't like that you're in my head. Please get out without my intention of having you in my head. So please get the fuck down here, please. As you're hearing Kib's voice the first time.
We've been traveling for a month and a half. Would that be the first time?
It would be the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, would you have talked to him telepathically?
I feel like I would have at another point.
He doesn't allow it.
He goes through the skull, usually. You can telepathically connect to him, but it still comes through the skull's voice.
Okay. Cool. He just goes no, and then the connection ends.
Are you knocking on the shack?
No.
No, you telepathically hear a knock. As if a door someone was knocking on like the front of your head. Make a perception check, Seren.
You know this arithmetic knock.
Knocking on Seren's door.
23.
In addition to the knocking you are hearing in your head, you're also hearing from the underneath the roof of the shack that you're laying on, and which brings you a little bit out of what's happening with Kib as this large human man, like stocky, beefy, comes out and goes, "Hey you! Ain't for sleeping. This is ours. We built this, not you. Get off."
They're ready, Eldritch Blast.
Up, off. Are you deaf?
Kib is going to start walking over there and start playing music.
Make your performance check.
14.
What are you trying to do with this music?
Potentially just annoy the fuck out of Seren.
You fucking bitch.
Great. Okay, let's see how he takes this.
My hand is on the hilt of my Morning Star.
Yeah, your hand's not the only. You're not the only person who's fucking
No,
ready
I'm
a
aware.
weapon.
I know what you are gonna do. And I'm like,
All right, no. Stop. Quit that.
Kib's so sorry.
Up, off. My house, not yours. Are you stupid? Get off.
is it just you?
No, it's me and my family who've been here for 3 weeks waiting for this festival thing to start up. We did not bring enough food. We did not bring enough money for accommodation, so we had to build this. Yeah? So it's ours.
He gets hit in the face with a pouch of 10 gold.
Oh! Shit!
Sorry, question.
Yeah.
As into,
Shit!
What? What do you want? What do you want?
what's the value of gold? Is it like,
It's-
is
Same as, so I equate 1 gold piece to be about $100.
okay.
It's like a copper
Yeah.
dime, dollar, I mean,
Got
you know,
it.
Yeah.
or a dollar is a copper, dime is 10
Do you
cents.
deal with Electrum?
No, you've heard it's comp and coming, and the new magical currency of Apexium is,
You can't.
don't worry, the High Conclave keeps control over who has how much money and the market rates and things. No one really understands how it works, but if you convert Apexium to Panathium, and then you can convert it back into gold.
So we're gonna make Scott do all that work?
Yeah. All that to say,
No.
no. So yeah, you stop playing. He gets smacked in the face with a bag of 10 gold pieces, and he goes, "Oh, wait."
Go inside.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Aww.
17.
So you's ours with the festival then.
Kib will walk away at this point.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, better's for me. 10 gold a night. Sleep on that.
I like the way this guy thinks.
And he goes back into his shack, and you have the roof of the shack for the night if you'd like it.
Begins to try and get comfortable.
Just banging it.
He does attempt to be quiet. He's like, oh, piece of shit.
Kib will walk away, and there's like, he will look towards over to you, and like, Kib wants to know you're coming.
Sure. Yes.
Cool.
That's fine.
No.
Food.
Oh, sorry, that was Topher. My bad. He picks up his little dog. Some guy comes over, picks up a little dog, and runs away. Sorry. We'll keep him on a leash next time.
That was a cute dog. I liked that canine.
Thank you.
He was not meant to hear that.
Man, he was perceptive. Yes, let's go set up our tournament.
Make a dual survival check to see how you put this shelter together.
Proficient. 19.
16.
All right. Yeah, you guys get a
wait.
tent.
17.
Whoa, you get an even better tent assembled.
Perfect.
In fact, you feel like it is 1 point better than it might have been.
By 17, I mean dirty 20.
Whoa!
It's getting better.
I'm just getting better and better.
Yeah. As just re-perfecting the technique, re-straightening out the tent rods as you go through.
Yeah, it takes an additional like 30 minutes because every time I'm like, oh no, I should have done this a little bit better. I'm just like nitpicking the tent.
But yeah, you guys get a perfectly suitable tent set up for the night. It's not going to collapse. There's no weather out here anyway. Yeah.
Kib, as he's going to sleep, he has his own little ritual that he needs to do. So
Okay.
he's going to play a soft melody, and if anyone else is listening, they kind of just fall asleep to it as well. And then, as that's happening, Kib in the middle of it will start to fall asleep himself, and then go unconscious.
So
He can't actually sleep, but like.
You in your trance meditation
Yeah.
state.
So, Strataru, she opens up her book, and her owl that she's had flying around, she will tap into its essence and exit her body and just start flying around for the night.
Yeah, you fly around. As you're flying for the night, I mean, you see this sea of people, almost all asleep at this point. Just here. I mean, you've never seen a group or a crowd of people this size before, and they all just look so vulnerable right now in this moment. If you try to fly into the city of Apexia, every time you hit an edge of it, you fly out the other edge of it. So if you fly in through the south side, you come out the north side. It's like you didn't even pass through the city. There appears to be something preventing people from entering, which you can see from all the people out here.
Yeah.
If there was a way to get in, people would be going in.
Yeah.
But that's just something you pick up on as you instantly cross like a 2 mile wide like expanse, you know.
Oh, then I think
to-
I'd lose connection because I think after a mile So
Yeah.
I think I would lose connection, and then all of a sudden I'd be like, what the fuck? I just dropped connection.
It's just gone.
And then the owl comes back.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
we're
about
back.
10 minutes later, you're like picking the static signal comes back up, and you pick up and you're, ooh.
But yeah, so because she doesn't need to sleep, so she's just going to just fly around the entire night.
Cool.
It's 2 characters that don't need to sleep.
3.
Oh, 3, actually.
Kalistar can't sleep.
Yeah. So,
Well, they can't dream. They can sleep, but they can't.
yeah.
You see, and you've seen this pretty much every night that you've had Seren. When he goes to sleep, Prism like curls up and like a little figure like on like Seren's head, and actually aids in the process of being able to effectively like sleep when Seren wants to. Can kind of take on the mental strain of like being awake all the time, in order for you to have like rest when you want it. But it's a peaceful night. I need a perception check from Seren with disadvantage, please.
I was gonna say like I'm keeping an eye on
Perception check from you.
them. With the owl's
You
perception.
said with,
Yes,
with disadvantage?
because you're asleep, or at least in your sleep trance.
9.
9.
19 is what I rolled. I don't know what the owl's stats are off the top of my head. I'm pulling it up right now. Don't help me. I'm here. I'm already there. I am
It should be pretty
basically
good.
already. It's probably like a +4 to be honest.
Yeah, it should be decent.
It's +3.
Okay.
22.
22. You see throughout the course of the night, there are people like up and walking around, just like trying to get like the lay of like where are we going next when we wake up in the morning. You see a woman walking who catches Seren sleeping on this shack roof. She makes kind of a mischievous face when she sees that. She goes up and just kind of like flicks him on the foot. He doesn't wake up with your 9 perception check. And you see her basically hop up onto the roof of this shack and just lay down next to Seren. You've not seen this woman before. Or know who this person is, but they do that.
I am going to.
They don't look like malicious.
Yeah. So she is going to break the connection, but the last thing she says is land on Seren.
Okay.
And she wants to startle Seren awake.
Okay.
Because she doesn't trust Seren not to murder this person for just being there.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's gonna basically like dive down and
Give me an attack roll with the owl. It's not going to do any damage. I just want to see.
how and what was that? Jesus, 18 plus 4.
Okay.
22.
Perception check with advantage.
Yeah. This dice fucking blows.
And I'm gonna make my way there.
Yeah. It's not far. It's maybe, 100 feet from where you guys have your tent set up or whatever.
Hey man, the dice tell the story. That's all I gotta say.
12.
You, I don't know, in your sleep, your face itches a little bit, and you go and wipe and then you're kind of back down and around. You don't like wake up a lot.
If there's a person next to me though, would I feel the fucking like body heat of somebody next to me?
Not outside when you're like out and
that makes
about, and
sense.
it's cool. If you guys are like under a blanket or something, but you guys aren't. You, however, Strataru, can walk up. You see the owl like land on and like just like fluff,
Yeah.
but Seren doesn't seem to be like responding.
How does the other person respond?
She looks over and like giggles at this like fluffing of Seren that is happening by this owl.
Just raise my voice a little bit. I'll be like, I don't know if that's the best course of action.
Oh, yes, yeah. He'll probably try to kill me when he wakes up, won't he?
I prestidigitize a firecracker next to his ear.
You wake up to the sound of explosions.
Oh no, that
I need
is.
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Which I have advantage on.
The skull is kind of just following Sataru.
That's a 15.
15.
Don't look at me.
For a moment, you are back on the battlefield.
Yep.
For just for a moment, and your instinct to immediately grab the hilt of your rapier and be up is like almost takes you over, but with a 15, you're able to be like. You wake up, you see a clear sky above you, and it's like blue, and there's an owl like.
No, if I did that,
I was gonna say, the second you do that, the owl flies out of the air, but you see an owl fly up above your head as you do that. You look over and you see Strataru having just cast a little bit of magic.
There's a look of intense anger.
and then I literally gesture to the human next to you, or whatever. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, and you it's an elf.
Okay.
Sorry. You look over next to you and you see Alienor. Good morning. Yes, I know. I found you.
No better.
What's going on? You're so good. Oh gosh, it's always so much fun to frazzle you, Seren.
The skull will then just kind of just like float up.
Skull pierce over the edge of the roof.
Hello.
Oh.
What's going on?
Oh, hello. Hello. Seren, are these your friends? Seren, did you make friends?
No.
Yes.
Oh. And I mean, I assume you killed this one.
We are the bestest of friends.
Oh my God, Seren, that is so sweet.
So this is just a skull.
I know.
Oh, don't do that. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Yes.
I didn't know you were previous. I just thought he was going to murder you.
He's quick to do that.
Weighing
Yes.
my options.
You can try. You know that I can best you.
I look at the skull.
She gives you a wink.
Damn.
I think Eleanor would be able to see it, but not these two. There's like a look of, he's ready to take that fight, and then he kind of like looks at some like,
See all the age spots
Yeah,
and
and
lines
just-
on your hands and...
lays back down.
Look, to be fair, Seren, all of my victories are really your victories. Think about it that way. But yeah, oh, yes, friends. I'm Alienor.
Strataru goes to shake her hand.
This one trained me in combat. Has for many years, actually. I would say we're good friends. Wouldn't you agree, Seren?
How do you spell your name?
Alienor?
Yep.
Alianor.
One more time, sorry.
Yep, Alianor. Alienor.
Ah,
It is in the campaign. If you go to the campaign on D&D Beyond and look at, you'll see that. I don't have everyone in there, but I will get everyone in there eventually.
oh, I've never done this before. I don't use D&D Beyond. I only use like the paper, so I didn't know this was. I'm learning.
Cool.
He's learning. Oh. Should I grab Kib?
I mean, if you can facilitate information, I don't know how useful that would be.
Kind of just hit the skull turn towards the tent, and you. It seems like he's talking to Kib at this point, and then Kib will like step out of the tent, do a big stretch with all four arms, and then pretty much, and then he will saunter over.
An interesting group. Alienor.
Kib says hello, and then he hands out either arm,
Right.
and then shakes.
She like a smaller arm with her left, and then like the regular one with her right arm. Pleasure to meet you. It must be quite interesting people to stick around this one. He's a stick in the mud.
Kib says he only likes his music. That's it.
Kib points to
And then he sees a skull just.
Got it. Okay,
Yes.
Kib, and your name?
I actually forgot my name.
Oh, well, I hope you remember it soon.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to. I saw you up here. Well, how long has it been since we've seen each other last? It's been months. I had to take the opportunity. I mean, who knows how many people really get to get the drop on Seren Darkmore?
Well, apparently my owl can.
Oh, is that your owl?
Yes. I tried to wake you up with my owl.
Oh, it was so funny. It was sitting on your chest and just flapping your face with its wings.
It's high up in the air. It's
Yeah,
way out of range.
incredible.
All I'm imagining while this fluffing is, have you ever seen the video of the green parrot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not seen that. I was just imagining in the Deadpool game, whenever Deadpool's slapping Wolverine.
Oh, it never stops. Yeah. Yeah, it's a combination of both of those things.
Nice.
I can't sleep. I'm just so excited for tomorrow.
Do you have any additional insight for what tomorrow may bring? Or are you as clueless as the rest of us?
I mean, I can only guess, right? And I'm hoping there'll be some fighting. I don't know how they'll do that exactly, but I'm really hoping to get in a battlefield somewhere.
I'm so curious here.
Based on the... God, I hope not. Is he here?
I don't know.
I mean, he's probably here. Everybody is here, Seren.
Yeah, I was trying to
She
find
says,
him.
she says that. I just shrink all of a sudden and go back to the tent. Just like, oh.
Nice to meet you, bye.
Oh, all right. Well, goodbye.
That one worries me.
Back in my
What
owl.
worries you?
It is very rare that I find someone that can be unsettling to me.
I see. Well, it seems like you've got your hands full, but I know if anybody can handle it, it's going to be you, Seren. I don't say that in jest. I'm being sincere.
Kib is going to go back to his slumber.
Oh.
So,
well, a pleasure meeting you, Kib, and
Kib will bow, and then he will just leave.
All right. Interesting group. Are there any more that you're traveling with?
Thankfully not.
Oh, well. What are you looking forward to the most?
Seeing someone whose head I want to take off.
Yeah. Hopefully there's that opportunity. I mean, it is based on the Blood War. Hopefully there's a lot of fighting opportunities. You know, there's a rumor going around that there's a potential for people to earn a wish.
Interesting.
I could not tell you how or why, but it's through the mill. Oh! She takes a look at you again and back at your friends. And are you with the festival?
No, why do people think
No, I
this?
heard. No, it is you, right? That is who people are talking about. It is.
Yeah,
If
infuriatingly so.
you're just handing out. Well, if you're just handing out gold, I mean, I'm happy to take a down payment.
I think you
on it.
have fine.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't work for the festival, so I don't have the kind of funds that you have.
Kings and queens.
Okay,
and
well,
such.
yes, and they're here at the festival, and yes, I am here as part of their retinue.
Which king are you here with this time?
Well, King of West Pantheon.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd
Yeah.
switched up.
No. I rather like, they treat me quite well, and honestly, the fights have been pretty easy, which again, credit where credit is due. That goes to you, Seren. I've told the king that if you were looking for more people on his retinue, I could regiment, I can recommend you if you're looking for work.
No, I don't do that.
Well, I just thought if you were looking for reasons to make some heads roll, might be an opportunity to get paid handsomely while doing it.
I don't do contracts.
All right. Well, fine. Folly on you, Mr. Mercenary. But I was just trying to think, I don't know you that well. If you were to say get access to a wish, what would you wish for?
Good night, Eleanor.
Boring. Fine. Well, you'll be seeing me around soon enough. And she, Eleanor, stands up off the shack, casts a little bit of magic on herself, and just starts leaping away, 20-foot bounds at a time. back to where you see some of those circus-like tents set up, where the caravan of elephants came through. Where the king of Westpanathium. And you all have a restful night's sleep, or as restful as it can be after the day's festivities. And you wake up in the morning. It's the day of the festival, the official starting day of this festival. You wake up to the loud sounds of trumpet fanfare, instruments that seem to be ringing out from the city, covering the entire expanse of the sea of people who are here. And you hear a voice who says, "Welcome all to the Festival of the Blood War. We know you have been waiting long, and we appreciate your patience as the festivities are getting prepared. It is now time to enter the Blood War."
As soon as he says that, Kib is gonna make just a big strum of just.
My hand's on my hilt. I'm uncomfy.
The city of Apexia, you can feel the ground shaking underneath you. The city, you can see the spire starting to wave, and it collapses into the ground as the buildings fall into this huge explosion of dirt and dust and fire. And out from underneath the walls that surround the city, a white peak, larger as a beautiful mountain, raises up from underneath the city of Apexia. As it pulls out of the ground, the dirt falls away from underneath it, and it raises high above the city, spinning slowly, reverently. And you can see coming up from under the walls, you can't see into the city anymore. The buildings have been leveled. What you do see is smoke, flames, fire, heat, a red glow from underneath, lighting the underneath of this beautiful, majestic mountain. And they go, "Enter if you dare." And a loud cheer goes up from the entire sea of people, a crowd screaming, having been a witness to this event. And people begin making their way into the city of Apexia. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm uncomfy.
I'm uncomfy.
Come on, Gary. Get
Dr. Pepper.
Thank you back.
Thank you back.
Thanks.
Well, welcome back to Dice Quest and Chaos DQC. I'm keeping it, as long as I'm here. So yes, you just saw the city of Apexia crumble away into dust. A large, majestic mountain raise over the city, leaving a crater of what appears to be fire and brimstone and smoke in the rubble of what was once Apexia. And you were all told through a voice in your head to enter in if you dare. And boy, do people dare. Huge. Everyone starts packing up their things and moving and heading in a line straight towards the city. And what do the three of you do?
We'll pack up the tent that we created, and then I will start strumming away, just more of a metallic strum instead of like more like fierce.
Kib picks up the music tempo.
I start singing Barracuda. No.
Asmodeus.
I will kind of like look and I'm like,
So, does anyone feel like we're walking into a trap of some sort? Is it just me?
Seren has had his rapier out since everything happened.
Other people, I mean, there are people in the crowd who are like, I don't know what's going on here. But no one seems to be like, everyone's taking this as this is the festival. Like, this is part of what this is what the festival is. And to be fair, none of you are old enough to, I think, have been to the last 100 years festival. Stories of what those festivals, they had like an Atlantis festival like 200 years back where the entire city was submerged in breathable water and you could like swim through it and things. So this isn't necessarily you know what I mean? Just to lay perspective out. This is feats of magic in line with some of the things you've heard about rumor wise for past festivals.
So do we think those buildings are actually destroyed? Or do we think that's just a work of magic? An illusion?
That it's probably a work of magic. That all the buildings got destroyed and then were built as one. As the one. As Kid points up.
Yes, I just... Do we know if people were in there? That's my concern.
Kib also thinks that.
Okay, I'm just glad. As long as we're all on a semi... Well, as long as we're in the same book, that's all that matters to me. I guess we move in.
Seren's walking.
I guess we move in.
Kib says, we roll out.
Ruined it. You ruined it and I hate you.
Camp turns into a little pill bug and starts rolling.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you all follow the crowds heading up to the city of Apexia. You follow the crowds for a while. It is a line of people. You guys were in the back-ish of that line, getting there just the day before the festival started. But as you're approaching the city, you see as people enter through the gates of Apexia, they are basically vanished. Like they step through the threshold and you can't see. So like all these people are funneling in, but they're not going anywhere. You just see them step in and then they vanish. You guys follow the crowd in. Finally, about 2 hours later, make your way up to the front of the line. There are still people filling in behind you. There will be people coming in throughout the whole week, people who show up late to be there. But you step through and you are all beautiful white marbled floor. It's the interlaid marble circular floor with like a glass, like see-through transparent floor. And as you look down, you can see the city of Apexia beneath you, having entered into Mount Celestia, the gathering place, starting place for the entrance of the festival. You get a sense of calmness, except for you.
I put my hood over my head.
And obviously, you look around. This is not Mount Celestia. I mean, this is like the Apple Store version of it. You know what I mean? It's just like a really white, bright, clean.
Okay.
Place.
But still, like it just like immediately triggered that.
But you get that radiant light feeling of like, oh, this is like this is supposed to be a holy like place.
Can I take a bite of jerky?
I mean, make a persuasion check. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Does it taste like jerky?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, the food you bring with you.
No, sorry. Strataru has done research into the Nine Hells due to her backstory. And she knows that if you're in the Nine Hells, if you try to eat something, it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Well, like you can eat, but it just tastes like shit.
Yeah. No, this is jerky. I mean, nothing's changed.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So you see me put my hood up and take a bite of jerky.
You step in, and you're greeted by a man dressed in a white like toga like outfit, like wings that like flutter down to fly in from the ceiling and land, and goes, "Hello and welcome to the festival. So happy to have you here. Will you be participating in the Blood War?"
Thumbs up is all you get.
Holds up the rapier.
And she comes and puts these white wristbands like around that, like they're metallic. They like snap and like lock into place. And goes, these will help determine which side of the Blood War you'll be fighting on when that time comes.
We all have the same side, right?
It'll get the aggregate of your group and see based on your personalities and how it is you like to conduct yourselves, which side of the Blood War you should be on. We're not there yet, though. Just, first off, now that you're here, do you have any questions?
Kid wants to know where he could perform his music at.
Oh. Well, you're welcome to play your music up here in Mount Celestia. This will be where everybody in the festival returns to at the end of each day. We have lodging, we have spas, we have all sorts of wonderful accoutrements to help make sure that your stay is safe and pleasurable. We are here in service of you. You're welcome to play your music anywhere that you'd like. Free reign, as they say.
Yeah, Kim says thank you.
Seren shoots a look that says
welcome.
the opposite.
Strataru's just staring at the ground.
He leads you as you are talking and walking and talking and goes, as I said, this is Mount Celestia. This is home for all hospitality. Anything that you need, any questions you have, feel free to come back here anytime. And we'll be happy to help do anything we can to make this stay more comfortable and more pleasant for each of you. Is there anything I can get you now? A bottle of water, an apple, something to...
Strataru just shakes her head no.
You all can see that this is like your lack of enthusiasm about all of this is like he doesn't know how to like work with this group in this way.
I would like water as his goal. It's just
Of course, yes. And he waves his hand and a glass of water like appears and he hands it to you. It just falls out. It like sizzles a little bit on the ground.
my apologies.
No worries, and prestidigitates it away. This is consider this your home base. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The actual festival itself, outside of here where we've got different family-friendly games and events that you can participate in. The meat of the festival itself is going to be down actually in the city of Apexia. She points down and you can look through the glass floor that you're standing on. I mean, these panels of glass and marble are like 100 by 100 feet. I mean, they're huge. You're in this humongous space. And you look down and you see the city, a circular city, has been kind of bisected into two sections. You've got a main central landing place. It seems like people are stepping into the center of Mount Celestia, stepping out of the center, like down below. You can see a person in this like bright yellow cloak, like step through the center, and then you look down, you can see him like whoop, pop out like in the center of the city below. On the left side, the city has been modularized into like 8 equal like pie piece sections, each looking a little different, having different themes, glows of reds and greens and whatnot, while the right side appears to be a shifting amalgamation of activities. It is covered in a purple haze. You can see a maze that's there that seems, the walls seem to be shifting constantly and moving. All sorts of crackling black electricity sparkling in. He goes, down below is where you're going to find the plains of hell and also the pit of the abyss. She gestures to each side respectively. In each of the plains of hell have their own specialties and special events that will be happening throughout the week. She hands each of you 10 blue tickets. Goes, hold on to those. These are your souls, yes? And you're going to be spending these for different events, participation in special events, or for any food or drink or game that isn't automatically provided to you for the festival. Of course, there will be food and... What is that?
There's a noise.
There's a noise in our headphones.
Sorry, we all stopped because there is a noise.
It is
It's
not...
not from.
It's not.
I
from my-
thought it was
it's not
from
my
you.
tabletop audio. No, not from that. Well, I don't know where that was, but it's gone now. So if that isn't ominous.
Fuck.
Yeah, you all hear a breathing down the back of your neck as you know. Of course, there'll be food, refreshments, games, things regularly available for everyone to participate in. But for those special events that can earn you prizes, additional souls, you'll need a ticket to participate. Yes?
Okay.
When you've gathered enough tickets, or if you collect one of these, and he flicks his hand, and it's like this golden coin, bigger than a traditional gold piece, thicker too. So if you ever get the opportunity to collect one of these, come back to Mount Celestia and just simply place it in our prize machine. And you will be able to receive an item of not insignificant value, if you're lucky.
Kib thinks we should definitely get one of those. Kib is attracted to that gold piece.
I think that's the point.
Seren starts walking towards the thing.
I keep up pace with
The
Seren.
machine?
No, the thing that can take us down.
The center?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I haven't told you everything yet. Are you sure you don't want to know more about the festival and what's going to happen?
Kib stays as they're walking away.
Well, you tell your friends. At the end of this festival, the last day is going to be the actual blood war day. Oh, I'm sorry. You go to walk, basically get to the center.
Yeah.
You step in and you hit like a bubble, like a. Boom, 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 boom. It is like a little like stretchy
Turns
surface.
around, just stares.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. You hadn't given me time to explain and do everything. I'm going to need to see all of your weapons before we go in. You don't have to leave them with me. We just need to make sure that this festival is a safe space for everybody. Nobody's going to get hurt. So we just put some magical doling on all of your weaponry to make sure that while you're in the festival, you're not able to cause any harm to other people.
You can just see Seren laughing.
What? Yes, it will be quite fun. You're going to whack your friends. You won't even be able to cause any damage. He takes like a short sword out and goes to like another one of his angel friends. It'll be a lot like this, and stabs him right through the back. And you see the sword like go through him and like through the stomach of this other angel in Mount Celestia, and they turn around and go, Fritz, stop. Quit. I get it. Yeah, it's cool. We're explaining to them. You don't have to do it to us. He goes, sorry. Pulls the sword out of her back. He goes, see, you'll still be able to act out all the violence that you could ever want. It is the theme of the festival, after all. And she comes over and basically does a spell on it. And you see for a short while just a little shimmer of magic that covers the edge of the blade. Hands it back to you. Two of you, yes?
Pulls out a dagger.
Dagger, right.
That's it. I was expecting. Anyway, so I'm gonna.
The knuckles.
Takes them all.
Hands it back to you.
Her morning star would not be visible. 'Cause she can-
But you bubble into the. Every time if you tried to walk through the center thing, you also get the bubble hit.
Oh! I still have to. I handed my crossbow bolts.
Just the whole, if you put it on the weapon itself, it'll.
Okay, so I put on the crossbow. I hand her 2 daggers and my sickle.
Do you have any other weapons?
I see Strataru try to enter before actually prisoning her weapons. Like, oh, fine. And then I hold up both my hands and poof, a longsword appears. And then,
Oh, well, of course.
Seren walks over to Kib, just stabs him with the rapier.
Make an attack roll.
Fuck! It's so bad, and I don't know why.
Do you let him stab you, Kib?
no,
Okay.
13.
no.
Yeah, your kid moves out of the way, and you see Fritz goes, no, it's fine. Let him have it. You can stab him back.
Did you just like fucking nat 20 or something?
I rolled a 19.
Fucking bitch.
Plus 4.
What are you hitting him with?
I reappear my longsword and just you irritated me.
So it's right back. Tries again.
Do we actually take any damage?
You feel you come in for the swing and cleave him right in the shoulder. And what you feel is like a low electricity of just where that is. You know you've been but just like a hum. It doesn't hurt. But you definitely
you hit a fucking nerve with Caine.
Yeah.
Hand the light. I don't want to get hit.
But it doesn't cause you any pain, and when he lifts the sword out of your shoulder, there's no scarring or anything. But that is what that hit would have done. Had it hit you.
I try to walk through the
Yeah,
bubble.
you see all this happen.
Yeah,
Have all of your weapons been?
All the
Dull.
weapons on me, yes.
Have all of your weapons been dulled?
All my weapons on me, yes.
You hit the bubble.
She checks herself for more weapons and
You
goes,
gotta have something. The bubble knows all. It's not really our thing. It's just it checks for weaponry, and if there's weaponry that hasn't been shielded, then it sends you back, and it says you have to shield your weapon. So there's something else. We can have someone do a
she
search.
pops up her owl. We go,
No, wrong one. Sorry.
I can put.
and a
thing
book
on the owl.
appears.
It's not.
And then you just see the giant morning star just.
Probably that one. Yours is probably that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it probably is. Tries to lift it up and is like, the magic. Okay. Yeah.
Does it hurt them whenever? Because
Little prick on the finger, but other than that.
I meant just holding that.
Oh, no, it doesn't seem to
Okay.
hurt them just when they're holding it. Does a little bit of magic, hands it back to you, goes, oh, there you go. How do you, we put magic on that, but that might actually just do some bludgeoning damage just on its own, regardless of, be careful with that one, okay? Please, thank you.
She just gives glances to both of you guys. You heard him.
At the end of the festival, the last day, as I was telling your friends, there will be a mock battle, a festival-wide mock battle based on what side of the Blood War you're on. Hell versus the Abyss, and the winning team. Everyone who's been on the winning side gets 100 gold pieces. Just as a thank you for participating in the event, and as a thank you for keeping the peace throughout the nation continent, gives you a little look, Sarah. Just like I'm not sure how peaceful you are, specifically.
There's definitely pictures in history books.
Yeah, absolutely. But the MVG, the most valuable group, as you will, at the end of it, there's a secret prize each of you will receive if you are deemed valuable enough to the cause. I don't want to give anything away, but it's quite something.
Seren walks to the fucking bubble.
if all of your weapons have been doled.
Sick of being
down.
Fucking sold on this shit. I just want to fucking go.
You see Seren walk to the center through this kind of clear, bluey filament, and then disappears.
Strataru just gives like, she goes, what about spells? Is magic limited? Or what is that?
You can cast magic. Anything offensive over or under 3rd level is negated, effectively. Magic 4th level and higher just simply won't take effect.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thumbs up, walks in the bubble.
Oh.
Gives all 4 thumbs up.
Oh, yes. Enjoy your time at the festival as you walk away.
Kim says thank you. And then they both walk in.
I immediately look for the most combat effective game. I was told about games.
Yeah, you land, you leave Mount Celestia and step foot into basically the plane of Avernus. The middle ground, the meeting ground between the planes of the Abyss and Hell, the center area, and you step out and you see all 3 of your bracers turn a deep, crimson red. You look out at other people, you see a mix of that same crimson red and a dark, deep purple on other bracers, and you know that this has basically separated you into your Hell versus Abyss counterparts. You've all been placed in the Hell group for the Blood War.
Well, that fits.
Yours, you look down at your thing, and it, they all did like a white, red, purple flash. Which one is it gonna be? Mm-hmm. Yours almost immediately went dark red. It was like dark red. Seren, yours flashed for a little while longer, and you thought for a moment it was going to land on purple, but it boom, goes to red to mix with your group. I need a perception check from Strataru.
No. That is a 14 plus 4, I think.
18?
Or no, I have a +1. Oh, sorry, I thought that was an 11 for a second. No, it's a 14. +1, so 11.
15?
15? You just said...
Yeah. 14 plus 1. 15.
It always makes you wonder if he just completely fucks up numbers whenever he's DMing and he just doesn't know about it.
I'm just saying, I don't think we would have had that TPK.
If you guys would have taken a rest, yeah.
We hadn't had fucking 50 points of damage done to me before we even got to that fight.
I don't blame you.
Shit. Your wristband fluctuates between white, red, purple. You feel it get a little bit warm, actually. It's overheating, trying to decide what group it's putting you in.
Slap it.
Turns red.
I slapped it again.
Stays red.
Slap it a few extra times.
Nothing changes, and it seems to have cooled off and cooled down, having finally made a decision.
What does that mean? Why is that? What? I don't.
I'm fairly certain it means you're on the Hell team.
Oh wow! You know how yours was nearly instant. Yours took a little bit. Mine tried to melt my wrist.
I don't care. And he goes and he tries to find a combat game.
Surprise, surprise.
Amazingly, you land in the middle of a combat game, effectively. You're in Avernus, the battlefield for the Blood War.
Capture the flag!
People are, you're basically, people are, have an opportunity while in Avernus. There's a pit in the center of the center section where it's just like a free-for-all. Go at it. Have fun. This is your opportunity to train before the Blood War at the end of the festival starts. And for you to get a sense of how this all works. I mean, you see, like, a brother and sister, like, 9, 10, 11 years old that are running around, and the sister's like, ah! Like, oh my god! Her brother and her parents are just, like, drinking. Like, oh, let them play. It's all fine. But yeah, you can look down from where you entered, kind of on the edge of this center section. Look down and see just an all-out battle happening down in a pit.
He also looks for like the ticket things because he was told that's how you get the rewards, and he's curious.
Nobody around here seems to know what tickets are used for. There haven't been an event yet that's required a ticket.
Oh, okay. So it's like
there are things that are open to everybody here at this festival.
Got it.
Right? General fighting, like food, like just basic things. But for actual like prize-winning events, you have to put a ticket in. Mm-hmm. You have to exchange a soul, effectively, to participate in that event for the opportunity to earn one of those gold coins.
Okay.
Makes
and
sense?
that was the part I understood. So are those events going on constantly, or are they like...
They will be going on like as you run into them and explore. Right now, you guys land in the middle of this kind of chaos. People porting left and right. You see around Avernus, there's all of these like white squares, and you can see people step onto the white square, vanish, and you assume it's sending them back up to Mount Celestia. This is a way to get up and down through.
People spawn camping.
Yeah. You got like 3 people that are just like sitting by the squares. Every time someone appears, they just go.
Did they try to do that to us? Is there anyone that tried to test us early?
Let's find out.
That was kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna go after. Strataru, does a 19 hit your AC?
It does.
Yeah, you feel a of electricity as like a spear point, like through your back and like out your chest as you enter. You go and you look back and you see someone with a purple bracer on, Fire Genasi with a purple bracer on. Just goes, it's gonna be you at the end of this week, buddy.
I turn around and use my necrotic shout. He needs to make a charisma saving throw, DC 15.
Okay.
I'm also going to attempt to disarm him.
He does not make the saving throw. Got a 13.
So he's going to be frightened by the end of my next turn. I'm going to take one of my other threads of fate, and I'm going to attempt to grapple him.
Okay. I need an athletics check from you to disarm. Basically, take a.
Just like.
You got to beat a 6.
I got a 25.
Yeah, you handily take the spear from him.
Nice. We're menaces. Nice. A natural 20 for my grapple check.
Grapple? Yeah, so this guy, you guys apparate out of Mount Celestia. You immediately feel like a... The guy turns and says, it's going to be you at the end of this week, buddy.
I turn around.
You turn around, the spear goes with you around.
I pull it
out from Strataru.
And as you do, these bony wings just apparate from behind me. I grab it, and it's basically like this. Like I'm using like fishing line, like steel wire. I wrap it around. Could I kill him?
You could if wire weren't gonna.
I didn't know if that was dulled or anything.
Effectively, any weapon here isn't gonna take place.
Okay.
But, but like it doesn't mean that it's not uncomfortable.
No,
for
sure.
Isn't like restraining him.
So I'm gonna I used that, so it would have been 5. And then I will cast Hex on him as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I will whisper. I'll whisper in. Trying to decide. I'll whisper in Abyssal since I know he's wearing a purple band. Even if he doesn't speak it. I'm just gonna whisper. You can try. And then I'll like fully pull it through his neck.
Yeah, it like
And it just-
sinks through, but it obviously doesn't hurt him. But
And as I say that, my wings they have like they're dripping with necrotic energy. It starts to wrap around him and goes through, so it's stuck on him. So he feels this for the next hour. He's gonna feel the shadows stick to him.
this man, basically lying on the ground, having been decapitated effectively, looks back up and just goes, "I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man."
Throws the spear on top of him.
This is the whole thing of the festival. I thought that's what we could do. I'm sorry. No,
Run.
dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, fuck.
Run.
Yeah, fuck you
Run.
guys. The fuck out of here. And they get up and him and his group of purple bands.
And there he goes, running away.
You see his head like twinge a little bit with the psychic damage he's taking from your insults.
Let me make sure
Yes.
I'm doing this correctly.
Yes. Yeah, you're in hell. Follow the rules.
Yeah.
There are no rules.
Wrong.
I need
That's
to-
the abyss.
I need to roll a d20. Wild magic search.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do that.
I can't believe it. Wow.
What'd you get on that?
A natural one.
Darn.
The only.
Shucks.
What?
It's a darn.
But.
Shucks.
Okay.
Mwah.
58. For the next man, any flammable object that you touch that isn't being worn or carried bursts into flames.
Cool.
I'm in Avernus.
Right. Yeah, you. What do you? Yeah, what's the? I guess. God, say the spear got taken out of you, so you're not holding onto the spear anymore.
Yeah. I guess I won't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't feel any different.
Is anything on the ground? Did they drop anything?
Oh yeah, I mean just like just a few things that they were holding on to.
Did he drop his tickets?
From 80-20.
I was hoping for that.
We're gonna make a luck check.
I wanted-
18.
Yeah, you all had 10 tickets. That's what you get
Yeah.
to start. I'm gonna say that one of them dropped their full thing of tickets. The one you knocked to the ground.
I snatched that shit up
Yeah.
so fast.
Great. So you guys have an extra set of 10 tickets.
I like to imagine like there was like a letter from
I'm
like a loved
putting-
one that he also had, and just kind of like reached down and burst into
It
flame.
says your grandmother's not going to live much longer. Yeah, you go to pick up this letter just to be like, oh, what's this about? And it just.
I'm adding these in as
Flames.
electrum pieces.
Strataru,
Oh my god.
you take 1 point of damage. As when your surge happens, your bracer flashes purple, gets hot, and then goes back to red.
Ow, 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 ow. Why, ow. What? That burned. That hurts so bad. Ow. On a
gonna go
scale of
find
one,
a
ow, that
game.
is- What the fuck?
Kid would like to know if you're okay.
My bracer burnt me.
It burnt you?
My bracer burnt me.
What the fuck?
Make a perception or a medicine check, kid, if you want.
I ain't no shit.
Yeah. And his arm looks fine.
It's a 6.
Yeah, he didn't look burnt. You didn't see anything happen with the bracer necessarily.
No, whenever I cast that spell, it burnt me.
Kid wants to know if you need a healing word.
No, I should be okay. Ow.
And so she's like, as she's like making her way behind wherever
Seren's going.
Saren's going.
you finally get the opportunity to turn around and look at the city that you're in. And you see on the hell side, like 8 doorways leading into those kind of pie sections that you had seen from up above in Mount Celestia. Whereas on the Abyss side, it's just this extra wide, like, gate that people are just coming in and out of. There's no, like, enter here or, like, go through here. It's just like a big opening. People are running into and out of the Abyss. You see people dressed kind of like Halloween costume, devil, like demon, like to denote that they're working here effectively. So you see a number of people stationed outside each door for Hell, and then a number of people at the gates to the Abyss passing out these like flyer pamphlets to people who are coming through. Where do you go? What side? Where do we want to start?
Hell side.
Hell side. Okay.
Do I feel drawn to anything?
Make a wisdom saving throw for me. I always like saving throws.
Oh wow! No wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a solid 6.
Solid 6. Nothing's familiar. I mean, this is all a decently like
Everything's
cartoonized version of Hell in the. I mean, it's like a not stereotypical, but just like a fire, brimstone is hell, purple haze is abyss, and like scary. But like nothing's like drawing anything that's like this is worrisome or I recognize any of this necessarily. The fight happening in the center, kind of where the red fire, brimstone, and the purple haze kind of mix and meet. You're like, I mean, I've seen people fighting before. There's something about that that is.
Everything feels new to me. It's like,
yeah,
the fuck?
Right.
But okay.
Yeah. Well, and everyone who gets hurt there just like walks out of the pit afterward and like is fine.
Okay.
So.
Saren's gone. Do we go follow him?
I was following him.
Oh shit.
Seren, you have 8 doors to choose from.
Which one looks the meanest?
Let's see. Make a perception check.
The last door.
The last one.
Fuck me, dude. It's a nat 1 for an 8.
I'm so glad those dice are
Back to back nat 1. Let's go, baby.
I mean, you're looking through. You're kind of going to each door and just like checking it to be like, who am I going to kill the most people at? Which one am I going to kill? Where am I going to have the biggest fight? What's going to happen? There are people like walking, covering your eyes, like as you're looking through. You don't get a good sense of anything inside. Again, that center pit is a big mosh pit of a bunch of people.
I'm also
fighting.
looking for the ticket thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that stuff mainly.
You aren't seeing anything.
That's bugging him.
Because you're too busy like taking in. It is like new smells of sulfur and brimstone and just like a whole new. It is like you have been transported to another like plane of existence, effectively, albeit a nice one, a nice mean one. A woman walks up to you and goes, "Hi, it looks like you need help. Is there anything I can do?"
Just holds up the tickets.
Oh,
My bracelet.
you've got 10 of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there's a number of things you can do. We've got events, and each of the 8 layers of hell we've got. If you can, here's a secret, but I'll let you in on a secret here. If you can find Nessus, there's a prize for you.
Find what?
As in, like, the plane? Or are you talking about?
Yes, the plane. Wink. Like, Nessus here.
audible wink.
I didn't know if you meant the creature or
Oh,
the being.
No.
or the plane itself.
No, just the plane.
Got it.
Let's see how. We've got the 8 layers here, starting with a continuation of Avernus here in the first door, all the way down through Caine. If you're able to win a few events and gather some information, you might be able to get to Nessus and get a secret prize all on your own. Yes, sounds exciting.
And which one are we in right now?
Oh, right now we're in Avernus.
Oh, I thought we walked through.
Oh, sorry.
First door, Avernus. Also a continuation of the plane of Avernus. You have fighting rings. combat trainings. You know, that's where the majority of the blood war happens. So we're going to be here for that. Yes.
Okay.
Is there something in particular you're looking for? An event that would tickle your fancy?
Gesture. Gesture.
Yeah, he's like, you can see him thinking.
While he's thinking, I go, my bracelet burnt me. Is that like...
No. I'm sorry, that's not possible. The High Arcanists that set everything up for this festival, so I can have someone take a look at it for you if you like. I can bring a tech expert over here.
Sure. It just took a long time to even decide which team I was on.
Oh well, that can happen. You must be a law-abiding little ball of chaos.
Okay.
It just reads your personality and tries to assign you to the plane that's going to best suit who you already are.
Yeah. If you could get a tech in here, I guess.
Sure. Yes. I'll call somebody over in a moment. Any other questions while I can help you? You seem, and she looks at Seren and sees you've. How did you do that? How did you get those? What competitions have you already participated in? She's looking at the extra set of tickets that you've got that you picked up. Because, well, of course, congratulations on your already current winnings. You must have been quite busy to get those. As you all know, you can win. And she flips out one of those coins, gold coin, because you can win these participating in different events, winning prizes. You can also exchange 10 soul for one of these.
I see.
Could we do that with you?
Oh, sure. Yes. Yeah, anyone who works here at the festival, you can exchange soul for coin.
It's 10 for one.
Correct.
Give her the 10 extra ones that I got.
She hands you a
Goes back for the ball. He's way too interested in seeing what he can get out of that thing.
Okay.
I follow because I'm also interested.
All right. You guys, as soon as you arrive, basically, you spend about an hour down here getting your wits about you, and head back, step onto the white platform. You feel like wrapped in this warm, radiant light, and when the light fades, you are standing in...
So I think both of us react the same way. That was like,
both of you appear stepping out of the center of Mount Celestia.
Is Fritz still there?
Yeah, you see Fritz to a number of...
She's probably like, how the fuck did they get...
explaining. Yeah, see if he'll make a perception check to see if you guys are... He does not notice.
I was
you
like,
at
I'll
all.
wave to Fritz.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like,
He like looks a little scared of you. But he like just for a moment, and then was like, oh, points back to where there's essentially just like a big
Slot
old
machine.
big old gumball machine.
yes.
That you're putting your coin
Yes.
into.
Bing!
I'm gonna need a roll a d20.
I feel like this
Roll
is
something.
like a huge
Roll that.
Roll this
gumball
one?
machine, and like the
Yes.
thing that you have to turn is
a big crane.
What have you done to me? You fucked me.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. The machine buzzes a little bit as you turn the big like metal crank to get the coin through, and it glows with just like this like really pale white.
Fuck!
It's just like just like
You fucked me.
There's magic involved here, but it's like,
You're the one who doesn't roll his own dice.
and
This
then
shit fucked you. It
a
wasn't me.
little a capsule, decent sized, comes rolling out and lands at the bottom of the gumball machine.
This is a new NPC.
Kick it open.
You kick it open. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, God damn it. 11.
Okay, it's on the higher side. You don't break the 3 potions of healing that were in the container. As you kick it open, the top pops off, and you hear clink, 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 as 3 little vials roll around. Fritz walks up to you as he sees you doing this and goes, "Tough luck. It's honestly one of the worst results you can get." But everyone at least gets 3 potions of healing.
Or what?
No, like if you use a
okay,
coin,
yeah.
the least you will get are 3 potions of healing, which aren't particularly useful
That's
here.
what I was gonna say.
But take them home with you. You can sell them. You can keep them. If you're an adventuring type, you have them.
He's pissed now. He's going back down.
Did you pick them up?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
You can, save them for when there's a reason to use them.
Is there a tech up here by chance?
Oh,
I don't know.
sure.
If words
Yes.
got out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard that you were hurt by your wristband.
Stop patronizing and please just grab something.
All right. He goes and grabs basically like a construct that comes over and like wheels itself over. Puts out a hand.
I
for you to put
present
your
my hand.
Headband. You see his eyes glow. Runic symbols are spinning in his pupils. A green glow. It does a scan over the wristband. Looks up and then you hear it ding, and the eyes turn green. He goes, "Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that."
Can I take it off for a second? Is that possible?
Sure, you're welcome to take it off. You just won't be able to tink.
When I take it off, is there a burn mark from?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for wasting your time.
No. I mean, if there, like I said, if there are ever any concerns that anybody has, please come bring them to me or to anybody working here, and we'll be happy to accommodate as best that we can. Congratulations on what did you do to get those? I'm sorry, I have to ask.
He's walked away.
Rude.
My associate and I were ambushed on our approach, and
It's already started. People are.
yeah, and they decided to attack us right off the bat, and I may have snapped a little bit, and me and him ganged up on the guy, and he dropped his tickets.
Well, don't fuck around in hell, right?
The second I hear that and I realize this is legal and this is okay.
He's gonna go up to any child, just, like taking candy from him.
Yeah.
While this is happening, Kib had found a spot in the center, and he's just going to start strumming away and just trying to make the battle seem more of like an actual battlefield to the contestants in there.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
7 plus 6. So
Okay. So 13?
yeah, 13.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep that up. This music you're playing to try to psych this up. People are like, it's nice music. It's not
As
necessarily
soon as I get
appropriate
back
for
down
a
to the bottom,
battlefield.
I'm trying to just like put people on their ass and fucking make them drop their tickets.
You make a perception check.
21.
Okay. You see this like kind of hot shot.
I was rolling his dice to see if they worked. I'm sorry, continue.
It's okay. You see this kind of like hot shot human, like 20-year-old, just kind of like talking to people and just like spinning this like ticket loop around as he's like talking and chatting.
Can I just like shoulder check the fuck out of
Yeah,
him?
you know what? Make it basically a shove attack, effectively.
Fuck! It sucks! I definitely missed it.
Yeah, how'd you do?
10.
10. You come over and try to shoulder check him. Someone in his group sees you coming to do that, makes eye contact with the guy to be like behind you, and he just like slides out of the way, and he's going to. Does a 20 beat your AC?
Yeah.
He just trips you. As you go to shoulder check him, he slides to the left, sticks his right foot out, catches your foot underneath, and you fall and faceplant onto the ground.
I would like to combat roll out of that if I can.
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay, cool. Motherfucker, dude, it's so bad!
I like how Adam have
I
to
need Adam to come back.
Yeah, Adam's.
It's a 9.
Yeah, you faceplant.
All right. Yeah. He
You
gets back up.
you try to roll, so you like hit the top of your head on the instead of like.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You pogo stick.
yeah, it's not great.
I'm up again. Is he still spinning his fucking roll of tickets?
No, he's like caught him and put him like.
Damn
into
it.
his
All right,
bag.
fuck that guy.
He makes
Moving
it
on.
to look like he goes. What's your problem?
Moving on.
All
He
right.
has some serious issues.
That's the point where we're catching up.
Yeah. Everyone just like laughs like at you basically when not Ziv. Haha, that's me.
Are they?
Kib says that.
Are all of them wearing purple or red?
These ones seem to have purple bracers on.
Okay.
I just to give him solidarity. I'm like,
At least they're on the other team.
I'm gonna go look for more.
You see like a child with some tickets just running around absentmindedly, just like dragging them on the ground, like not thinking, just like everyone got 10 when you got here, and walking away. You see, I mean, everyone's got tickets. Everyone that you see has tickets.
Okay, so I'm trying to stay in the middle of the chaos where everybody's fighting.
Oh, so you're like going down into the
Yes.
pit. Okay. In that case, make an initiative. We're gonna do an initiative check. Is anyone going down with him?
Just
No?
strumming
away.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you get the drop in this chaos. You see people red wristbands, purple wristbands. They're like interchanging, and as you see, you watch someone get like skewered through the heart with like a great sword, and they vanish. I'm gonna say this is just all looking around. You see that person pop back behind the gates of the abyss and run back into.
Oh, okay.
Wearing a purple headband, and then the same thing for red.
Got it.
Anyone who's red just pops right to the gates of Avernus and just like runs back in if they want to. It just shunts you back out of the battlefield if you die, effectively. But yeah, you're in the middle of this chaos combat. Is there anything you want to do to start off with?
Okay.
Can do here.
Still looking for the he wants to steal people's tickets so bad. So he's looking for anybody who's like got their tickets, like he knows nobody's gonna be just holding them out. So he's
Make a
looking for
perception check.
He's looking for anybody who's got like maybe them like just loosely on
Yeah.
a belt or something. That's not horrid. Still not good. 16.
Yeah, I mean, you see on several of these people, both Hell and Abyss, that not everyone has thought to like guard their tickets. It's not the main thing on their mind. People just have them like sticking out of a back pocket. You know, they put them in a back pocket or in the outlying, like the last bag on a backpack, like the very far back small one. They just like stuff them into. So you have access to attempt to
That is
take
exactly what
tickets.
he's doing.
Okay. You make steal is an attack, right? Effectively. Steal maneuver. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand,
check.
yeah.
Yes.
At 20.
Okay.
It's 24.
They rolled a 19 on the die for their perception check, but Nat 20's precedent over everything. Just so you all know, Nat 20s are an automatic success. Nat 1s are an automatic failure. Doesn't matter what your pluses and minuses are, unless you're rolling against an enemy and you both get Nat 20s.
Got it.
Then it'll come down to bonuses. Yeah, you go in, you have your rapier out, you like skewer the guy through the left side, and he, you know, reflexively, everyone is still reacting to their, you know, when your brain sees you get skewered by something, goes to react to that, and you slip around and just like take, I'm gonna say, roll a d10.
Okay. One.
Yeah, you get a ticket.
It's not going my way.
We're gonna say Seren stays in the pit for a little while, trying to collect tickets, occasionally getting shunted out of hell when you get battle axed in the head.
Yeah.
Or, you know, skewered around. Seren, Strataru, what are you doing while Seren is just getting his bloodlust out in this pit?
I know Kib's strumming along, and I see that. I'm on the lookout of anyone who looks actually competent and not like this people that are working with an agenda.
Sure. Okay, make a perception check.
Natural 20 for 21.
You spend time ignoring Seren as he's just like whatever, he's fighting in the pit. You have time to actually just sit and look around and observe without distractions for the rest of your party. You notice occasionally these kind of costumed workers, these people who are playing up for the effect of, oh, I'm a demon, I'm a devil, we're here to help. Every once in a while, there will be people who come out in these black cloaks, who have conversations with these workers. If you see someone having trouble, sometimes they'll call over a person with a cloak, who will come and talk to the people. It seems to always leave them in a somewhat satisfied position upon leaving. You see where someone has thrown their great axe into a building and like shattered part of the brick of the building that's fallen. One of them walks over and like magically like puts the building together. You don't see them often, but you do notice that there are people here involved with the festival who seem to be at a level that the rest of the general working force wouldn't be at, or at least having the reason that they are there is more important than why the others are there. I don't know if you can necessarily determine an agenda other than these figures in the black cloaks aren't out and about for everyone to talk to and see. They're not like here for general public to like commune with.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like looking around, and I think I'm gonna stuff my tickets in like my boot. I'm gonna go crisscross applesauce and next to Kib, and then I'm gonna tap into my owl, and I'm gonna have my owl fly around and get a general view of what's going on. And I'm keeping an eye out for anyone with a black robe, but I don't really necessarily care.
Sure.
It's more along the lines of like, if I see it, that's probably where my attention will be drawn.
I'm going to continue your nat 20 perception check along with this, just being your extra observant.
And if I could figure out which one is Nessus.
Yeah, I mean, you fly low over the different sections of the city. Now that you're in the city, it's like fine. I mean, you see all sorts of people's familiars are flying around or jumping around and fighting in the pits. You can tell that it goes from Avernus to Caine in order: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, eighth. You don't have any inkling as to where Nessus could be. It's not. It wouldn't fit in like a little sliver of a pipe. Like it's all filled halfway through.
Is there anywhere, like, you know how when you're playing a MMORPG and someone's a quest giver?
Yeah.
How there's always a bunch of people around that person?
Yeah. Oh, in each section, you see people more highly regaled than this, like the costumed workers. People are like flocking to and giving tickets to. In every section, there is events happening where people are gathering around, trading tickets. I mean, it looks for like things as far as like there's like a 3-card Monty game that people are trading a ticket into. That you see when they win, they get basically like 2 tickets back. It's just like a way to.
And is there anyone that like will go into like a weird place?
That's
gonna be my last question. But like the thing where it's like I see people like will connect, and if I follow people who are talking to people,
I'll say this: if you I know you said you're not looking out for the black robes.
Yeah.
But if when you do see them, you follow them for a little bit, they will actually like pass between the walls of the sections.
Okay.
They've got some ability to get places somehow. You're not seeing how they're doing it or where they're going to get there. You'll see one that's like walks into a dark corner and is like gone, and then see them later in a section that they couldn't possibly have beaten your owl to get there.
Yeah.
You know? So there is a way of moving between these sections that is not apparent to you, but it's possible.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they're casting a spell to do it. There is something happening that they're able to kind of move through these sections with greater ease.
Okay. Then after that, I'll kind of like pop out, and I'll make my way towards any of the any of the people who are working, not like a black robe, but someone who is working.
Sure.
And anyone who have the best idea would know where I could get better information on Nessus if I ever heard any like passing conversation or anything.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell Kib, I'll be like, I'm gonna go try and see if I can find Nessus.
Kib wants to know if you want a partner to tag along with.
I mean, you feel free. I just didn't want to take you away from performing for these people who are very avidly listening to you.
Almost nobody is paying attention or listening to you.
That was a joke.
Kib figured that no one's really listening, so he just wants to do something else.
Let's go find Nessus. And can you give that message to Seren?
Yes. The skull fly down to
So I just
Seren.
poof out like right as they're...
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You can fly down. Make a luck check. See how well you're doing in this mock fight that you're participating in.
At a 17.
Okay. You're not poofed out. You're taking people out.
Do I have any more opportunities to get tickets during all of this?
We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Go ahead. You see a skull come like fly into your ear like while you're fighting stuff, and it's like,
not now.
What
Prism
what
goes
does it say?
behind you.
You know, the instinct when he hears behind him is to swing,
Yeah.
so he definitely swings.
The skull says boom. Oh, Kib and Strataru are going to go find this mysterious place.
I'll be out in a minute. And then he sheaths the rapier, lets out kind of like a guttural scream, puts on his fucking brass knuckles, and just starts beating his way out of the fucking pit.
Cool. Roll one more d10 for me.
Six.
All right. So you have 7 tickets that you got during the course of all of this fighting and,
All
and
right,
things.
so I'm up to
Tear here,
17
take
total.
here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy.
Actually,
Crazy.
is 17 total, is that what you said?
Yeah.
You actually have 13 total.
Fucking
Looks like maybe some people snagged a few off of you during the fighting.
bitches.
Hey, it's net positive.
I know. I hate you so fucking much, Crowe.
Wow. What a
Crazy.
noise. So the 3 of you gather as Kib relays this message to Seren.
And I'll kind of like, and so, do you want me to roll a check for my knowledge of the hells?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a. Let's just do like a history check or a religion check or whatever it's gonna be.
So 18 plus. Right. Oh my god.
Oh no, your voice changed.
Kermit the Frog is coming
Kermit
back
the
out,
Frog
guys.
here.
Kermit the Frog here.
I've been trapped in hell for a long time. It's called being with Miss Piggy.
It's not easy being on fire.
Religion for 21.
21. So I'm gonna say on 21, you have a pretty good. I mean, you have a pretty good understanding of hell, the basic hierarchies.
Yes.
The fact that it is a plane of law and evil. I mean, you know both of those things.
Yeah.
You understand each layer and who the top dog is on each
Got it.
layer, who each archdevil
Yeah.
is. And basics about each layer, like
Yeah.
whether it's a layer of fire or a layer of ice or basically anything that comes from just like the typical like paragraph or two on D&D Beyond about each level. I'm gonna say
Okay.
you know pretty much.
If I were to, knowing the history of hell, could I go to the 7th layer where Beelzebul is supposed to be the...
So let's see, according to our 9 hells,
I believe it's Beelzebul is the 7th.
9 layers: Avernus, Dis, Minaros, Phlegathos, Stygia, Malabulge, Maladomini. Maladomini is our 7th layer,
Yes.
which is Beelzebul.
So if I can go there, knowing the history of the Nine Hells, I know that Beelzebul tried to take over Asmodeus' job. So I think that's the best place to look for information on where Nessus could be.
Okay. I assume you impart that to
Yeah,
your-
I'll let everyone know. I'll be like,
I don't really know where to start, but if I were to guess, our best options are either the 7th or 8th layer, 8th being the closest and 7th being the most connected through history.
You would also know, I think it's... where's Glacia in Malbolge is in the history of relationships. One of the relationships that is mentioned as a tie between Glacia and Asmodeus is daughter-father.
yes.
So that's just another... Just,
right.
just
Yes,
throwing out-
because she's
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. On that 21, just
Yeah.
another...
I will. But yeah, I'm going to the 7th to meet with Beelzebul. Attempt to, or whatever whatever.
You die immediately.
I'm gonna go to the 7th door.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to the 7th door, and
Is there a person?
there is this person is dressed kind of like Mad Max Devil, like very wasteland like esque. He goes, "Welcome to Maladomini. What can I do for you?"
Whom am I speaking to?
Call me Zarlok.
Okay. Well, we are in search of Nessus. And from my knowledge, the tenuous relationship with Beelzebul led me to this conclusion. So, do you have any information on where to find it?
To find Nessus, or you'll have to talk to Beelzebul himself.
And what do I have to do to gain an audience?
Step in and find out. And that's where we're going to end our episode. First episode, going into Maladomini. Woo! Thank you all for listening. I'm British now.
Thank you. Thank
We'll
you.
see y'all next time on DQC.
DQs.
I can't do that.
I'm here for it.
Yay!